Alright guys, I know there was still like 7 minutes left on that timer, but here we go for round number 2. What is up with GeForce Experience today? It just wants to play. Thanks, Paul. And hey, FaZe, how are you, buddy? Long time no see. I'm doing pretty good. Been a little busy real life with daughter teething, and I won't lie, I got lost in Ark, so I was gonna try to bring you guys content from Ark, but it didn't like me streaming that one bit. You guys are gonna have to let me know how the stream does look. I currently don't have my own stream open other than my OBS preview. Yeah, I think it's been about a month since I've actually released any content. The one thing I did forget to activate when I rebooted was my track IR. Which I guess, you know, I should bring back. Well, I'm glad the stream looks a lot better for you, Wheels. I don't know what was going on there. Guess I just needed to restart my computer. So I guess since this has been my first stream back since Christmas, hope everybody had a good Christmas, good New Year. I hope everyone's been having a very fun winter. I know there's been snowstorms and ice storms coming up all around us. Knocked out our power here for a couple days. And some areas of where I live didn't get power back for about a week. I actually had to call in the army to get help, so sorry, as I'm being withstand is 2 weeks. I believe Oklahoma as a map is out. I think I've seen it. I think it's like a beta release on one of the mod sites. This one's currently Rattlesnake Valley. There was a lot of hype coming out to this one when it was to be released. And so far I'm pretty impressed. The fields are huge. This field alone I've currently been harvesting pretty much on and off all day. And it's not even halfway done. Here's a look at the map. It's a 4x map. You currently start out with field 12. There's nothing planted on it. It needs to be harvested. Or needs to be cultivated and stuff. And field 15, you first get that with wheat. Like I said, it is huge. I was 4 hours into this game last night, just messing around with it on the server. With the new patch, the way that Clan Forge decided to handle it, I had to restart the server anyway. So what I have done is I've gone out and sold off all the default equipment that he starts you with, because it's tiny to begin with. And so far I have bought a bigger combine, the truck that I'm currently driving, the trailer, and I bought a lowboy trailer to use as a header trailer for that combine, and one tractor that's 250 horsepower with a loading wagon. My next plan is probably to purchase, if I can, depending on how much I sell this wheat for, which has been selling a pretty decent price anyway. My plan is to actually purchase possibly the John Deere air seeders and maybe the John Deere cultivator that way, or John Deere plow, and go from there with that stuff. And I have seen fertilizer makers on the map. I have yet to see if there is any seed makers, though.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more coming out. I think the 1.4 update, though, is going to delay progress on a lot of them. I seen this morning on Facebook that Stevie's predicament that it was going to ruin his maps has come true. So he did post that it did something to the fabric script, I think he said. So he's having issues with that right now. He's waiting for Maru's crew to get that situated so he can update his maps properly to the 1.4. And like usual, when we are streaming, the server is open for you guys to come and join, so... I think this is my drop-off point that's selling for the highest, but I'm not really sure. It looks like it's over in the back of the store. So yeah, I think that's actually right where it is in the back of the store. That's where my green arrow is showing. Haven't had really a lot of time driving around this map, so I don't really know where everything is. And apparently I can't drive today either, so I've definitely taken this one from Wheels. Yeah, that is a lot of seed and stuff. Oh, Mr. Wheels, I actually drove around looking for it. Whoever said there's not a vehicle sell point is not very noticeable, because I will take you to the vehicle sell point. It does not look like a vehicle sell point, though. So here's the scrapyard. Jerkins Junkyard Dealers and Scrap. Cash for scrap, iron, copper, aluminum. Phone 3114. Top dollar. Well, guess what? Here's the vehicle sell point. Yeah, I went to the store looking for it. It's actually in these 4 tires. It is where you park vehicles to sell them. And hey, Bob, how are you, buddy? Thanks for coming out. So there you go, Mr. Wheels. Now you know where the vehicle sell point is. I believe there's also one at the main farm too. I think I found it there by mistake. I know you can. I think you can customize the vehicles and stuff like that there. Apparently, I'm driving like Mr. Wheels today, guys. I do apologize. Am I drunk, phase? No. I'm 100% sober. These are some really tight drop-off points. Like, welcome back, Buck.
Yeah, computer crashed out.
Oh, I found the first error on the map, guys. There's a floating tire. Ooh. First one I found so far, other than everything is really tight. You got an iPad mini too. Is that your Christmas present, phase?
Alright, I'm downloading all the mods. I'm gonna go do some other stuff while it's downloading them.
Alright. A lot of them you might already have, so just check that out. A lot of them were from the last save, so it's only a handful I think that I've changed. And I've done some of the updates that Giants has released to some of the mods that we have.
Yeah, it's just easier to download them all. Just have a fresh install.
Okay.
I shall be back later, though. Like I said, I got some stuff to do.
As Mr. Wheel says, so I'll see you on the server tomorrow, Buck, with Happy Face.
Maybe. I don't know. As soon as I get it downloaded, you'll change the map, so...
No, actually, this one seems like it's been a pretty good map. That's been sought after for a while. I believe the map creator's attempting to actually get it out for consoles and stuff, too. I think he uploaded it to Giants like 5 times, and they've turned him down all 5 times or something, so... But I mean, it seems pretty neat. Like, just the driving and the feel of it's really nice. There's fences around everywhere, but yeah. It's huge fields. Like, you definitely don't want small equipment on this. I think even the smallest field is pretty big. Like I said, I've been harvesting field 15 on and off all day, so...
Alright, well, I'll check it out when I get it downloaded. Later, everybody.
Later, Buckshot. See you in about 6 hours. And for anybody else, if you type in !join, it'll give you all the info on how to join us. Dropbox link to download all the mods, where to find our server, the current server password, and just so you guys are informed, the server password does change when we are not streaming. So if you guys are out there and you guys haven't said anything yet, let me know. Let me know if there's, I'd say if there's anything specific you guys want to see. But right now my options are karting or karting. Because I currently own 3 pieces of equipment. So I own this John Deere combine. I own this truck, this Western Star, and I own a tractor. Yeah, FaZe, you definitely want pretty big equipment. Let's take a look. I think 19 and 20 are the smallest two, maybe 5. 19, 20, and 5 seem to be the smallest fields. You start out with 2 fairly big fields, and he starts you out with the smallest of all the small. So I have gone out and sold all that off, and I went ahead and purchased these, and Bob, are you talking about the info for the server? Because there's where you get all of the mods, and I can guarantee you all the mods are on there, because I am playing off of Dropbox. And that is where you find our server under the international section under Buckshot, and the password is currently set to JJ. Like I said, you guys are free to join. And we are running the newest patch. So we are on 1.4. So from what I can see, the main silos hold 100k, because I have actually filled them up with the wheat already. So yeah, we have 100k. It's 100k. Yeah, 100,000 units of wheat. Prices seem to be dropping pretty quick on that stuff as I start selling it more and more. Bob, they pretty much, it's more focused towards console guys. I haven't really noticed any changes to the game majorly. But from what they were saying, some of the changes, they've added different things. The terrain control and all that stuff is supposed to be applied to the map directly so that it sorry, I had GeForce Drive experience keeps popping up on me, so I just got rid of it. From what I understand, a lot of the stuff that they were supposed to do was to add drive control as it's, or not drive control, sorry, all the terrain mods and stuff that they have added to the game as individual downloads apparently are supposed to be added to the base game so that console guys can get it. I think Giants is really making that push towards consoles, which is going to annoy a lot of people, especially a lot of the PC guys, because we're losing out on a lot. Like locking scripts, which we've had since ever. I know guys now have found ways around them and have been releasing them. I have a low boy in the back of this field that actually has a locking script on it. But I know it's been hard for a lot of the modders to get their mods where they wanted them again. Welcome back, Bigfoot. And you finally sat down for 30 minutes. What is it, work finally letting you have a break, are they? Or are you just getting caught up on homework? Everything takes work phase. I'm definitely going to try working towards getting some more. I know it doesn't help when you're not around all the time and you decide in the middle of everyone subbing to you that you take a month off of everything you're doing, so. Since Christmas, haven't streamed since Christmas. I haven't really done anything since Christmas. Well, other than play Ark, but it's pretty much I can say I've been waiting for something to come along to wow me again, to want me to come back and play. And it looks like this map might just be doing it for me. Yeah, I know. If you keep looking in Discord, you'll see us all. But I mean, if we only played Farm Sim every day, it'd get kind of tedious. And I understand, real life farming is tedious some days, but you also don't harvest a field or 10 fields every day. You have a couple months where it's just the growth cycle, where you do basic farm work, and then harvest season comes where you run ragged for however many weeks to get harvest done, and then you go back to having that downtime where you're cleaning stuff or tending the animals a little more. So I think in my titles I do have that I have Track IR. I forgot to start it out, but I definitely do have it. I'm currently wearing my hat, actually looking at my Track IR going, why didn't I turn you on? But yeah. So I do plan on when I stream, and possibly when I start my recordings again, I'll be playing with Track IR on. He's looking for the Dropbox link and stuff, Bigfoot. I don't know if you want to send him a PM for me if you don't mind, and if you can. If you type in !join, there's all the info right now to actually how to join the server while I'm streaming. Download the Dropbox link, or a link to the Dropbox, which is also always there. That Dropbox is the only one that I update. I keep it up to date, and I can guarantee you'll always be able to play on the server with those mods, because it's what I use to play on the server. Alright, let's go find Old Man Mills. And you just happen to be way down at the bottom of the map, don't you? All about the middle of the map right here. So your main farm's right here. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse or not, but it's about the middle of the map. Pretty much right around field 14 is the main farm. and then everything's spread out all around. From what I understand, from what I'm guessing anyway, down here at the bottom of the map, the green border all the way around, that's actually the end of the map. There's like 2 rows of trees from what I've seen, and then just a wall. So there is. Yeah, with my daughter teething, it's pretty rare that I'm in La La Land for very long. I think I get maybe 6 hours of sleep a day. Maybe. My wife, on the other hand, gets like 20, but we won't go there. I'm getting yelled at for making that comment. I guess I shouldn't have. Let's put it this way. My wife is very loving, very tender, very caring. Yes, she's sitting beside me. Yes, I'm now in the doghouse. And like you probably just heard, she will beat the out of me. I tend to stay awake later at night, so during the day I can sleep, and my wife can sleep at night, and she's not as cranky, I guess. That's why. I agree, Wheels. I have tried giving her a medal every day of the year for having to deal with me, and then I give it to her, and she just throws it back at me and says, "Give it to me another day." But I guess the feeling some days is mutual. I should get one for having to deal with her some days. I will say some of these roads are actually kind of neat because it's almost like this is a one-way logging road, but I don't know. Go down it backwards, I guess. I agree, Bob. Happy wife is a happy life. And then there's my wife, who's always happy. Apparently that's where I need to drop off, so now I need to find out how to get in there. Well, thanks for coming out, Bigfoot. Have yourself a great night, buddy, and don't work too hard. You know, you wouldn't think it would take that long to unload one of these trailers. I mean, it's only holding, what, 34,000? Some days I feel like I'm just playing American Truck. So I have 5, maybe 6 people watching. What maps have you guys been playing lately? Other than Rattlesnake Valley, which just came out, I think 2 or 3 days ago. FaZe has mentioned Oklahoma. King J's actually mentioned Oklahoma to me, but I've yet to actually look at it. What other maps have you guys been playing that have been pretty decent? I know there's big talk Sandy Bay supposed to be coming out. Unless it already is and I haven't seen it. I do know Oxen David's released his True Giants. I think he had that around Christmas time. Bullet Bills actually released one True Giants as well. One of the guys in FDR's group converted his specific outlet map over. So that's been released in the beta section. I seen that one. So that brings the logging map anyway over to consoles and stuff. I haven't really seen any. I've heard of it. I think Wheels does a review on the Islands map, but I haven't really been on it myself. Pacific Inlet, I actually played that in 15 on FDR server with him. So. No, I really don't think the amount that this combine holds is sufficient to how big it is. I'm pretty sure it holds more than 12,000 bushels. Or 12,000 liters, I guess. Or 1,200 liters. It doesn't hold really a whole lot. Or these fields are just really big and it does hold a lot. I know I was playing Pleasant Valley for a little bit, the one that Dave and them are working on, and I was pretty much treating it as a logging map. A lot of the guys haven't been playing, so I actually went out and removed any vehicle other than I think one combine, and purchased all of FDR's forestry equipment. Been doing that on it, but I seen this one came out, so I decided to put it up here. I know Wills has been busy with real life work. I'm hoping to get Buck on. Maybe Zero for Paul come and join me. If any of you guys want to come and join, you're more than welcome to when we're streaming and stuff. I do know though that I do need to go through our mods and bring down how many we have, because we have enormous amounts. That's weird. Did you check in all your settings and stuff to see if they were set right? If you search just like the map, it should show up, or just type in buckshot and make sure that there's a password selected and stuff like that. Should show up for it. I do know it won't show up if you don't have the map in your folder. You still having a problem connecting there, Paul? If you load up a single player, can you find, or can you load up the map? So if it's not showing up the map's name, you probably don't actually have the map in that folder, is what's happening. That's why you can't find the server. That's what I was going to say. If you load up a single player, can you actually load up the map? He's trying to connect to our international server to come to join. Yeah, that would do it, Paul. It's not the most money I'm going to get for it, but I'd say it's not the least, because this one's even lower. So it's not too bad, I guess. 501 a liter. Or 501 every 1,000 liters. I've pretty much beat up on any kind of money that wheat's currently worth anyway. I mean, when I started, wheat was up to like 600 and some. I guess I could have went back to UAG Mills. Maybe I'll take the next load there. It just won't be very long. Irish Gaming YouTube. We do not do the sub for sub game. Thank you for subbing to me, but I will not be going to sub to you. Here's your one and only warning. I will give you a bit of advice. Sub to subbing and going around demanding it only gets you a lack of respect. And quite frankly, it's ignorant and rude. If you promote good content, then your subs are going to come to you. All sub for sub does is, well, it's a joke. So, I mean, at the end of the day, just start promoting good content and your subs are going to come. I will be right back, guys. I have a phone call. Alright, sorry about that, guys. That was a pretty important phone call that I had to take. Even if I put the semi on follow me, it's still considered a hired worker. So either way, I'm still going to have an employee cost. So. I guess in that term, it doesn't really make any difference. My potential goal... Can you install the game in Dropbox? I don't think you can install and play the game that way. But I know I'm playing off Dropbox. I'm using Dave, who's DJ Nets. He's the creator of Pleasant Valley. I'm using his mod folder switcher. So I actually have it linked to my Dropbox. And I play my game that way through Dropbox. Heard you key up, but didn't hear anything come out. To block or not to block, Wheels? What do you think?
Sorry, that's the reason I just like that's why to see if you got my comment.
Yeah, it takes a couple seconds there for Restream to pick it through. That's what I was like, block or not? What should I do? Yeah, I know. I don't know. Just put him on timeout or something. Remove his. Actually, I don't think I have you modded on YouTube, do I? Oh no, I do. Should remove his wrench.
I can't take my mighty blue wrench.
Yeah, I guess not. That'd be really mean of me, wouldn't it? You know what though, guys? There's 6 of you guys watching. I'm pretty sure a good chunk of you have already done it. But if you have not subscribed to Buckshot or to Wheels, go take a look at those guys, dude. I don't know why you haven't taken a look at them yet. So there we go, guys. There's their YouTube channels. There's their Twitters. If you have not already subscribed to them, followed them, liked them, looked at them, heard of them, go take a look. Go see what they put out. I know Mr. Wheels is in the middle of his busy season in real life, so he has had to step away from his YouTube channel for a little bit. He will be back going hard and going ham. And apparently I have an escape artist, guys. I'll be right back. So, I am being joined tonight, guys, by my daughter. She has found every absolute way to get to my computer. It doesn't seem to matter what I try to do, she manages to get through. But I love her anyway. Yes, yes, I love you too. So I'm going to hand her back to her mother, who will hopefully take her. Hey, look, there's my little boy. So I'm going to let her go back and terrorize her mother. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so, hey, look, there's my new lowboy trailer. I think I had sent a picture to Buck to show him what kind of a setup that I have to keep my daughter away from my computer. Well, needless to say, she found the loophole. She climbs through her extra saucer around the bench that I have laying on the floor and still manages to crawl through to me. And she's doing it again. So there, I will move my bench so that she can't do it again as easily. Jump back into this truck and get this unloaded. I do like the FDR low loader, don't get me wrong, it is a lot bigger. This low loader though actually has locking script and I find it handles a lot better. That's just my personal thinking. I do have it, so. I wouldn't say all of his newest mods out. I do have quite a few of them. I'm waiting for his newest ones to come out. They look really good, actually. But I have his button top, his clamshell loader, his shovel loader, his feller buncher 2, his feller buncher 1, his grapple loader, saw blade, his dozer, which I don't really use. The grapple skidder is okay. His hay racks, and then I have his lowboy. I like them, but I find they're more for his equipment. I put this on here, and it's a self-load trailer. I actually don't like it. If I play in single player phase, I'll probably play on his map. A lot of the guys that are on here prefer the farming more than the logging. I mean, they like the logging portion of it, but they don't like his equipment. Because, well, they're old school and run either 360 controllers and don't want to remap them. Or they don't have dual joysticks, so it makes it a lot harder to run his equipment for them, so. But I do run dual joysticks, so for me, running his equipment's not as bad as what it would be with mouse and keyboard. I will run his equipment, depending on if I can find a decent spot. I haven't really been around this map. I've done the basics of what you guys have pretty much seen here tonight. I've done that to get around the map. Other than that, I haven't really driven around the map to see any good forestry areas or anything like that. It's no problem, Paul. As long as you can hear, you can type. I have no problem with talking to you that way. What was your goal, FaZe? cool. Congratulations. And that's the barn that I am heading to. I keep trying to turn my head to look behind me. Not starting up track IR. I'm sure Buck's been there, knows what that's all about. You know, I have noticed that about his map, not his map, but about this map, is a lot of the areas. So I was watching Grateful, and last night, and I couldn't figure out why they were doing the way that they were going. So him and the other guy would drive straight through, come around, turn around, and wait. And the other guy would drive in, then do whatever they had to do. I never understood it until now, and I'm actually looking at this going, I see why they were doing what they were doing. Some people still use track IR phase. I know there's eye tracking, there's track IR, there's a couple other ones out there. Uh-oh, we're in trouble now. Not only have I been joined by Paul, I've also been joined by Buckshot.
I like this trailer. Does it work okay?
Yeah, it seems to work pretty good. I haven't had very many issues with it. I think we need to up the capacity just a little bit. It is a belly dump, which is what I know we were looking at. And there's 3 or 4 different colors, and every one of them is a different price. I think like the basic one is 21,000, which is the one that you currently have. The white one's 23 or something like that. Red one's 29, and I think they go up to like 35,000. And I think they all hold the exact same. The only difference is color.
That was good timing. I gotta jump back out of this truck. Hope just touched me.
You emptied out the combine for me, though, eh?
Working on it. I don't know if there's enough room for it all. Paul's in the combine.
Oh, okay.
I'll be back in a minute.
So I guess it depends on what you want to do, Paul. If you want, I can give you up this tractor, and I can run and chase the combine if you want. I'm just trying to pick up that straw. Every little bit of money right now in the early games helps, especially since we have no equipment. So we have no plows, no seeders, no fertilizers, no nothing. So this is a pretty decent tractor, though. I think I got this one from Grateful last night. I downloaded all his mods, and this was one of his tractors. I was pretty impressed with it, but I like green, so. T is to type in the game. And phase, I've seen a lot of people actually going back now and using track IR. I know some guys still don't like to use it. I don't know why. I know Wheels doesn't like really to use it. I think it's just because he's old school. He prefers, the original way. I think Buck slowly starts to use it. I know I've been using it off and on when I remember to start it. I think a couple of the other guys that stream and stuff have been using it since 15, but 15 has so much harder uh, to do it with because you had to third party it pretty much to get it to work.
I gotta go cook supper, so I'm gonna head out.
All right, later, housewife. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, I just want to make sure everything was working. Later, everybody.
Yeah, this is an 8520. I believe there's a bunch of different styles that you can get. There's an 80. Oh, let's see. Let's bring up the store. Tractors. So for John Deere tractors, we have the 9630, which is in, I think it's in the beta section. And then we have the 5085, which is just the smaller tractors, front load attachers, that kind of deal. The John Deere 7930. I think it has a couple different options for motor as well. So you have the 7730, 7930, 7830 for option power that way. We have the John Deere 9RT, the John Deere 9560 RT, 9510, 40, and then 9460. My favorite, the John Deere 7030. I usually run it front load as a 7530, and I think I've been running standard tires on it with front loader attachment. That's how I've been running that one. The 8020 series, I think this is the one that I'm currently owning. Yeah, we own one of. All right, later, Bob. Thanks for coming out, buddy. So in this one here, we have the 8120, we have the 8220, 8320, 8420, 8520, and then it goes back to the 8120. Basic design, I think I'm currently running the full equipment on it. I really don't know what the difference is. I've never bought all of them individually. And I never noticed this GPS Starfire 3000. So I bet that means there's a monitor in it that actually works. I wonder if we don't purchase another tractor. Now it really makes me wonder. Let's see, plows. It's 95,000. That one needs 350. So that's probably the plow that I'm gonna go with. See if Paul's answer me. But yeah, I'm thinking about getting the John Deere Flex Disc. It's worked really well for us in the past. I really enjoyed having it on here. It's pretty nice work with, which is what we're going to need on these big fields. And then our sowers, Gonna be pretty expensive because I'm thinking of these air seeders. Probably either the 14 meter, is I think the one I'm gonna end up going with at first, which is 215,000, and that needs 250 horsepower, and that'll actually do fertilizing as well. Lots of decisions to make, eh? What to do, what to do. We've ran these seeders before, Paul. I think these seeders were actually converted over from 15, but they were a really nice conversion. They handle really well. We used them for a little bit there on the end of Stevie's map. It was one of our, pretty much our main seeders for the longest time. See you later, Wills. Thanks for coming out, buddy. Hopefully things slow down for you a little bit and you can get back into a game. Alright, well, let's try not to miss our turn this time. Going to the general store, which is, I don't know why I'm pointing at my screen, just up there in the corner. See if I can't haul in the second entrance here. Come out the bottom entrance when I'm done. So I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to purchase the seeder before the plow. Just because I think even if we don't get the plow this time round, if I seed it again, harvest it, I should have enough from that sale to purchase the plow anyway. I mean, I know I'll have less yield, but I mean, Look at this field. I don't think it's been plowed prior, because I mean it does need to be plowed, and the amount of yield we've gotten off it, I was in the hole, and I'm up to 140,000 so far. And since it's a default field, yeah, no, it was fertilized. I was gonna say I don't even think it's fertilized, but it was. Because I mean, we have field 12 as well that needs to be planted. So if I get the planter first, we're just selling the straw, Paul. It sells at the barn, which is just up off the main farm. So, Mr. Paul, what do you think of the map? You're not that far away from it. If you go south out of there, when you get to the end of that, or when you get down to the bottom, make a head towards the bottom of field 14. You'll see it there. It'll be on your left hand side when you're going down, or right hand side, sorry. If you bring up your map, it actually says barn. I haven't really seen a whole lot of Oli. Um, I know he's still around because I see him on Steam. I think he's doing pretty good. Other than that, I haven't really seen a whole lot of people. I hear you on that one, Paul. I keep doing the same, buddy. Alright guys, I'm going to bring this load up to the mill. I am going to drop it off, and I am going to have to end my stream here. It is 8 o'clock my time. We need to get my daughter set and ready for bed. Her bedtime's in about 30 minutes, so I'm going to go spend a little bit of time with her for a little bit. Paul, you're more than welcome to stay on the server if you want to keep picking up that straw. If not, I understand. I'll definitely do it when I do get back on. For anybody who's still out there watching, thank you guys for coming out. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys that come out. Support the stream. Let me know what's going on. I apologize that it's taken me well over a month to get back to streaming. Real life sometimes just knows how to kick you when you're down, so... I mean, Christmas happening, and then I got sick, my daughter started teething. Times that I wanted to actually go and stream, Arc just wasn't being friendly with me. I needed a bit of a break from Farm Sim, so I went over to Arc. But I am back. I don't know if I'm going to stream every day, or every couple days, or what my stream schedule is going to be like. I guess that one really depends on the wife. As it was pointed out earlier in the stream, you know, happy wife, happy life. The happier my wife is, the happier my life should be. Which means I should be able to stream a little more. But yeah, I'm gonna go spend a little bit of time with my wife and my daughter, get my daughter ready for bed. So I appreciate every single one of you guys that came out, and I know I'm rambling now. I do apologize. Keep a link to that Dropbox if you guys do want to come and join us. That Dropbox stays up to date, because like I said, I do play off a Dropbox. So... I don't plan on changing the map out anytime soon. This one here seems really nice. The only way I'll change it out is if there's a massive update to this one, or Dave gets his factory sorted out in Pleasant Valley, and it's a decision between me and all the guys that's where we want to go. So for right now, Rattlesnake Valley is staying on the server. So if you guys haven't yet, since I see that there's a couple people that just joined us, I'm not going to repeat my whole spiel, but give me a sub, give me a follow, give me a thumbs up if you're over on YouTube with the subscription. If you're over on Twitch, give me a follow, and let me know what you guys think. With this being said, this load is almost done, and I think we're about, should be about 30,000-ish about 50,000-ish, I think, that we're short on getting that cedar. So hopefully by the time we're done selling the rest of that straw, we will have it. And that's fine, Paul. Check in on Discord to get the up-to-date server password. Because like I said, when the server is open, we set it to an easy password. When we are not streaming or we close down the server, it is a different password. But thank you everybody for coming out. I am going to find my way back to the main farm, which is over here by Paul. Because we are done with this tractor and truck. So there we are, guys. Right back to the farm. I hope you guys all have a good one. And like I said, if you haven't already, don't forget to give me a follow, give me a like, give me a subscription if you haven't already. Like I said, I don't know how much I'm going to be streaming or how often I'll be streaming, but I do plan on getting back into it. I will only be streaming Farm Sim. I've tried streaming Ark and it doesn't work. But yeah, guys, hope you guys have a good one. Hope you guys enjoy your night. And like always, take it easy.